assassination of Charlie Kirk. This will be the last time I ever go out on tour with my music. It's not because I'm scared or afraid or anything like that.
Holy fuck. Did you fucking see this?
You're an absolute liberal. His name is Ryan Upchurch. I don't know if you guys know who he is. Turn into an absolute liberal. His name is Ryan Upchurch. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He got my address where my children live, my wife, and knowing that I'm about to leave on tour, and I'm still going on tour. Come out and see me. Let me hug your neck and shake your hand and thank you for changing my life forever. Here's where you can get your tickets out right here. This is my tour, guys. Take a screenshot of these dates.
So this is where Adam selflessly promotes himself by using Ryan Upchurch's name and a recent tragedy. None of this has anything to do with him. He's simply promoting his tour and playing victim again.
Get your tickets. I will leave the ticket link in the description of this video, and it'll be the pinned comment. The link will be right there. I'm excited to see you guys.
This is what, his third or fourth video about Charlie?
America that I grew up in. And after seeing what happened to Charlie, it hits closer to home because
Now you watch. For the next 2 minutes, this guy's going to talk about himself and about how important he is to whatever he thinks he's important to. But it's all about him. He relates himself to every incident. But he's got to throw Ryan in there. Ryan's hurt his mental health.
man, Charlie is, and
He's rapping?
So, man, this guy's unbelievable.
be the same things, and I've been very vocal about him. And I can cancel my tour, but I'm not. You know, some weirdo can come to my show and shoot me.
This is absolute obsession. I mean, this guy, all he does is cry about Ryan Upchurch and wish he was Ryan Upchurch. Sits there and answers fake questions to himself in his own interviews, on his videos, about how he wishes to be Ryan Upchurch.
Like I said, Ryan Upchurch, right on the heels of Charlie Kirk's murder, goes on the internet and doxes my address. He knows what he's doing, and I'm still going out on the road.
And
I
he's
can
rapping?
pretty much guarantee, allegedly, that there are other reasons he's on the road, aside from bringing you guys
And he's
great
rapping?
American music.
I'm still going out on the road.
Uh-oh.
The reason I'm not going to go anymore after this is because of my family, my children. I'm not done fighting for what I believe in to be true, which is, it's not about politics. This is good and evil. I've been doing this for 10 years, viral, all over the internet, just a regular guy.
I've been doing this for 10 years. What? Complaining about Ryan Upchurch?
And it's taking a toll on me mentally.
Jacques, what you call it, Adam.
I am so blessed to have you guys and to get me to where I got my life took more than just weeks. It took
This is my last tour. Jelly won't answer my calls
from
anymore.
now until I get home from tour in November. I will be on social media. I will be posting. I will be talking and saying the things that I believe in. When I get home from tour, I will be making my last videos, my last posts. I am done with the fucking internet when I am just going to back away, walk away, however the fuck you want to say it. And this is why I believe the fucking internet is
Hashtag Yoda, hashtag Toyota, hashtag Big Toyota, hashtag Yoda in the mud, hashtag four-wheel drive, hashtag rebel flag, hashtag Confederate flag.
ruining our children, the youth, our country, the world that we live in. When our dads were in school, there were no mass shootings. So what has changed? They took God out of everything. They take fathers out of the homes. They force everything that is backwards onto us. For instance, this is an actual argument nowadays. Guys can have kids. No, they fucking can't. It's not an argument. But people will
Like, I want it.
Want to be a part of this? Adam, we need your voice. My voice will be louder served in my community and going further than my community. That's right. Here's just fucking talking. And yes, we can bring awareness. And there are some good things for social media. I'm not denying that. But me, as a human, as a American, as a fucking patriot, my voice can be served better in my fucking community and stretching further than that. I can reach more fucking people. I'm talking about real life. My career, my life is not ending. It's just starting. And I'm trying to make a bigger impact in the real world than I have made here on the internet. And you guys, you got me until November. When I get home, it's time for me to get to work and be here with my family and work on being a better man, a better believer in God, a better father, a better husband, a better neighbor, a better human being. And actually make a fucking change, not just talk about it. There'll be more videos. I'll be going live. I will be active for the next 2 months. I love you guys. I hope... I can't even say it the way I want to, but I hope you guys understand.
Like, I want it.
I want in.
That's all, folks. I spent my whole life being uncomfortable in these, you know, just in positions and
rapping
neighborhoods and like, and I spent so much of my life rapping in battle raps and like just, and now this white kid, he's out in the middle of the woods.
And he's rapping?
He's rapping?
I was like, I want it. I was like, I want it.
Welcome. What's the deal? Oh, there we go. Technical difficulties, that's all. Let's call this the technical difficulty station. We got technical difficulties as always. So what's the deal, man? I don't know. I don't know if you guys seen that video, but Adam Calhoun is now trying to put Ryan Upchurch on the same level as this liberal shooter. He's trying to put him on the same level as this liberal shooter. Now let me remind you folks, this is the guy. This is the guy. I gotta be careful because I'm on YouTube, and this is just a satire channel. All I ever do is I'm just doing this for pure entertainment only. I'm not trying to awake the consciousness of nobody, because God knows it doesn't work. God knows it doesn't work. There is a, you know, there is, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. You know, I'll tell you one thing. When I first, and this is years. Yeah. Ain't gotta fuck. What's up, buddy? When I first started asking questions, you know, nobody, when people don't have the answer, they get upset. And then they're like, well, don't talk about it. No. You don't want to talk. Well, look, they told you what. No, this is what they said, so that's what you gotta. But why didn't this? When you start asking questions, people don't want to give you answers, right? And that's why this Upchurch shit is so interesting to me. I mean, literally the main operative, and this is like right out of the fucking Pro handbook, this Adam Calhoun character. He's trying to equate Ryan to a liberal who I guess is to blame, who they're trying to conjure up all this anger against. This is basic Hegelian dialectic type propaganda. It's amazing, but it drips down. It seems to drip down to like the smallest content creators. And at this point, you literally don't know, who's been bought or what agenda is being perpetrated or what. Because, I mean, people emulate what they see. They do. So, and this country music thing, they're trying to push this as big as, as hip hop. Because, like I said before, country music already hits a very big demographic. Country music already hits a huge demographic. And this guy Ryan, too, I mean... So, from what I see, is he's a guy that asks questions. He's a guy that asks questions, man. He's like it's like, and his fan base, most of them are the type of people that just get along and accept what's, the narrative. And I'm not trying to, but I would say a lot of the fan base of country music, and just even the fan base of mainstream in general, believe, these people think that sports is real. Okay, like I have to remind myself sometimes that most people in the world think sports is real. Most people in the world think we actually went to the moon, And it's hard to relate to people like that, and even infiltrators, plants. Yeah, you seen that Jam Wayne character? He's a big one. But for this Adam Calhoun guy to be so focused on Ryan, I mean, he's got to have a fucking narrative or an operation, because or a very, very severe mental illness, one of the two, or one of the five, or whatever it is. Because, dude, this guy's focused on Ryan more than I've ever been on my ex-wife, and she totally fucked me over. You know what I mean? Like, this is a crazy obsession. He's obsessed with Ryan more than my ex-wife is obsessed with me. And that's fucked up shit, dude. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. So I've been digging, just checking it out. And then I, because I got into him a while ago. He drives me nuts, yeah. He's a fucking nutcase, the guy himself, man. Like, really, when you gotta look at it, look how all this was thrown upon this guy. And he's done pretty well. I mean, he's learning, but you know something, dude? the forces against him, I believe, are so much bigger than what he even thinks. You know, because, like I said, I think they wanted him to be the Kurt Cobain of this country rap genre. And what I mean by that is they wanted to turn him into a legend, get a hold of his money, and then pull the Every Breath You Take fucking play. You know, have somebody come up with, oh, he was my best friend and I'm so sorry that he's gone. And then they'd overplay his records and this and that. And you know what I mean? That would benefit far more people than what he's done. Like, he kind of figured out there was a lot of bullshit around him, I think, and he's like, what the fuck? And he shut shop up real quick. And that was probably the smartest thing, but it's also, you know, it's going to rattle a lot of feathers, man. I think that too. I think it's a bit of a promotion as well, personally, because that's the whole beef back and forth, the Hegelian dialectic. It's going to sell records. It's going to keep things in the media, regardless. I just think it's probably gone too far, in my opinion, right? Like, and like, I don't fault anybody for that. How do you make those decisions at that age and that, like, really, dude, like, seriously. Some decisions, you know, look at the fucking, you know, they come to you with the silver or lead offer. What the fuck, you know? I don't know how I would act because I've never been put in that position. I've never been on the crossroads, you know? Who knows, he might do it. I don't know. He watches my videos. Dude, that guy needs to get on to fucking maritime admiralty law and, you know, learn about his birth certificate and learn about banking, learn about the Federal Reserve, and learn about trusts. Oh, channel G22. Did you like the Adam and Adam? What was it? The thumbnail? I've been working on my thumbnails. I don't know if you noticed. I might, you know, dude, I'm gonna take a road trip just because I've always wanted to do this, and I think I'm gonna open a TikTok for it. I don't know though, that might be scary. TikTok. Can you see me on TikTok? I added some drums in this. Ryan to cop some. No. Yeah, dude, that's the last thing that guy needs. And that's, you know, I'm sure he's dabbled, but so fucking what, dude? Like, I just the jealousy amongst these other, you know, I can totally see how this, I don't know, man. It looks like there was a real concerted effort against the guy. I mean, who knows? He may have fucking been like, okay, let's do a rap beef. But it may have been a lot more deep entrenched. You know, who knows, dude? Like, I don't know. Like I said, and I'm not totally, you know, invested. I'm just kind of up here in the nosebleed seats checking it out. Right? I did want to talk about YOUNGBLOOD though a bit. You know who, I think YOUNGBLOOD, oops, come on, I don't have my mouse. I think YOUNGBLOOD is, it's, you know, you heard about how he got the, what was it, the Ozzy Osbourne cross and the Prince of Darkness moniker. Have you heard about that? Hey, chat. Yo, chat. Have you heard about that? Yo, chat. Chat. What's up, chat? Because that, in my opinion, I've talked about this kid before, Youngblood. And if you were to take like Mick Jagger, Iggy Pop, Jim Morrison, Robert Plant, Steve Marriott, fucking Roger Daltrey, Mick Jagger, I already said Jagger, Ozzy, you know, throw them all into a fucking petri dish, you would get this Youngblood, right? Maybe even a little Axl Rose in there a bit. But time will tell, yeah. I think he's prepared. I think dude, this guy is like the cloned fucking rock star. Like, they literally made this guy, you know, okay, we're gonna throw, if I was to come up with a fucking rock star out of some in a crack kitchen in LA, Youngblood would be the man. If I was some mad scientist, fucking some crazy cartel scientist trying to come up with a rock star fucking drug, it would be Youngblood. But the guy's got talent, and he's obviously open to all the debauchery. But that could not necessarily always be a good thing. I mean, I think he could have made it on talent alone, but I think he's going to be thrust into the spotlight, and he's going to have to hold his own against some of the, like, you know, Steve Tyler and these guys. He's going to be performing with all these aged rock stars to get their clout. You know what I mean? No, he's, dude, this guy's the new British rocker. He's like the new rock and roll archetype of the fucking century. Youngblood. The rock and roll archetype. But yeah, that's what this guy's about, man. And I think he's got the talent. But I think you know, dude, the position he's put in, because he's probably got all kinds of money backing him, right? He's got to come up with the song. I mean, anybody, not just anybody, you gotta have talent, but can sing fucking cover songs with their idol, sort of thing, right? And make it look good. Especially if you've been in, like, this guy's been through rock and roll training camp, I guarantee it. This guy's been like in rock and roll boot camp, I fucking guarantee it. Whether he did it himself or some label man made him do it, I guarantee this guy has seen as many or more rock and roll movies and films than I have. You know what I mean? I'll put it to that. You just watch his performing and you can tell where he pulls his inspiration from in his movement and stuff. It's cool. It's a good homage to the old great rock and roll singers. He does do it well. I'll give him that. But I personally, I think the guy's got to come up with the songs, and whether he can do that or not, that's on him. Because, I mean, like I said, anybody can kind of play the part. But if you can really come up with the songs, and I mean him coming up with the songs, not ghostwritten fucking shit, and that's where it'll tell. And the people behind the scenes will know. Do you know what I mean? Like, he'll always be able to play the part to the public. But whether he has actual rock and roll credibility to people that give a fuck, that actually matter, I think he still has a little bit of proving ground to do, but I think he's capable of it. You know, like look at, and the thing is, this guy, once he gets his hit song, he's gonna be forced to sing that fucking song every fucking day, every fucking time, you know? Like, if he can get a hit single and then do the sophomore album, he can have staying power. I could see it. But in this market now, too, especially where there's a different rock star every fucking, you know, every 3 months, there's some new crazy, and it's not even out of music or talent, it's out of antics. Yeah, well, he did this video the first time when I know, you know, I ain't gonna say, but you know what I mean, I got my fucking sources, but, dude, my radar fucking picked this guy up long before, you know, that, because he had this, who is the other guy, what the fuck is that band's name, damn it, my memory is, off tonight, but, jeez, yeah, can't think of him, but, he's got some talent in him, I think, but I also, like I said, he's got so much to live up to with all these, I see Travis Barker. Is that, Ryan? Because I don't know what Youngblood, if Travis Barker sounds country. I'm still, you know, I don't know every musician. And the newer stuff, dude, it's like only certain things I pick up on. I was even sleeping on Ryan, dude. Like, there's guys that picked up on him way before me. I picked up on him mostly through his antics, and then I picked up on the music. And I actually really like a lot of music. And I'm not a big country fan. And his country songs are amazing. They're actually really good. And he does some really good rock songs, too. And, but yeah, that genre is really going to be pushed hard, I think. I think it's, I think they see it as a way to urbanize, you know, the salt of the earth, in my opinion. I don't know, man. Yeah. So let's see. We got that. Let's see if there's anything else. This is always funny, dude, this one. I just get a kick out of this. I did a couple good edits to this video, but I don't know if I'm gonna fucking publish it.
Viral, but it got a shit ton of views, enough to know, enough for people to be like, hey, where's that redneck guy? I want to see another video. And that's what I took to redneck was, man. Everybody was like, where's the redneck? Where's the redneck?
Okay, with that question, who knows? He's probably both. He's at that, but he's definitely marketing to that audience for sure. 100%. Yeah, I know, dude. This guy's like, well, the next clip is hilarious, dude. I can't fucking.
That's where it started.
Hey, I'm here to tell you that my more country than you, boy. Hashtag country. Hashtag Hashtag music. Hashtag sticks. Hashtag backwards.
What's up, you damn pansies? My name's Lil Larry. You call me anything else besides Lil Larry, I'll bust you in the damn lip.
Hashtag lifted trucks. Hashtag trucks. Hashtag Ford. Hashtag Chevy. Hashtag GMC. Hashtag
so
Yoda.
funny.
Hashtag Toyota. Hashtag big Toyota.
We just don't sound like an old ass fucking poodle your grandma got.
Hashtag Yoda in the mud. Hashtag four-wheel drive. Hashtag rebel flag. Hashtag Confederate flag. Hashtag country boy. Hashtag country girl. Hashtag country boy and girl.
Everybody around town was telling me they seen 50 Shades of Grey. I thought they were talking about my cousin's C-71 we spray painted last week. My favorite colors is dirt, camouflage, and rebel flags.
Hashtag country people. Hashtag country folk. Hashtag John Deere. Hashtag green. Hashtag John Deere green.
We fucking understand. Why are you wasting your life fucking hashtagging stuff?
Hashtag chair. Hashtag oxygen. Hashtag.
Popping up their collars and shit. Oh, look, it's the gay Dracula. Please don't suck my dick like you want to fight with it like this. Okay, bro, we go, if you want to go. Where we going, motherfucker? Your mama's house? Tell her I got a fucking dick stronger than a 12-valve Cummins. Everyone has that one friend who over-exaggerates the shit he buys off Craigslist. Hey, Chad, did you see my Facebook post? Oh, what is it? I got me a goddamn drag truck. They're fucking real. Look at this. What's it fucking look like? Shit, motherfucker, it's fast. It needs an exhaust manifold. It needs a hub assembly. It needs the back seats. It's got some ice, run around that motherfucker. But hey, fuck Stuart Little and his family. I kill all of them. I mean, I gotta drain the gas tank because the gas so old and it done got all jellyfied and shit. I mean, but first I gotta buy a gas tank for it though. Okay, I lied. It don't have a gas tank in it. It needs a rear axle. The brake line's dry rotted, but that ain't even nothing though. It needs a transmission. It needs a brand new motor because what's got in it is locked up and shit. It needs all new windows though. But bruh, it's a bad motherfucker.
The first one he made. The first one I saw him make.
That's priceless, man. The guy's hilarious, dude. Plus, he does have good music. But yeah, so back to Youngblood. That's kind of but yeah, man, the guy, I could see all these old rockers, like picture him at the Ozzy Osbourne thing, right? He's probably getting all kinds of fucking clout and accolades. And there's these older guys that, that actually knew Ozzy. You know what I mean? Like, I think he met him a couple times or whatever, but dude, the transfer of the Prince of Darkness, that archetype, that's a whole alchemical thing, in my opinion. So in my opinion, this fellow probably went out with, with a few of the, on a Wednesday night in a full moon. They met in a lodge with no windows and the door on the north side. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of thing, right? So who knows, dude? Like, who knows? But he's got to come up with the songs. So recently he's been doing like award show events, the Ozzy Osbourne funeral event. So he's on the fast track trajectory of superstardom. So it's going to be interesting if he can hold it, right? It's going to be interesting if he can hold it. You have to the rock concert. I wonder what it is to see one of his shows, or if he could even. I wonder if he could even pull off a full tour right now. I bet he couldn't even pull off a stadium tour yet. So they're probably building him up. He's gonna have to come up with a good song and an album to tour with in order for this to come to fruition, I think. But that's just my thinking. But I think this man has been tapped to be almost the next Mick Jagger, if he can pull it off. If he can pull it off, if he has the staying power. But honestly, dude, it's gonna, like, could you imagine having to sing the same 10 songs every fucking show for 20 years? Because that's what his life will turn into if he lets it. That's one possibility. I mean, that's basically what Mick Jagger has to do. But he's got a pretty big catalog to pick from. But there are certain songs he can't not play. He cannot not play Satisfaction. They cannot not play Brown Sugar. They cannot not play Honky Tonk Woman. So imagine how many fucking times that guy's played that song. Imagine how many times. And that's with any band. It's with almost any band that is, you know, at the dinosaur status. At this point, a lot of the bands are getting Vegas residencies because they can't play their instruments anymore. Because their singer suffers from chronic alcoholism. Their money is so leveraged out that they literally have to get on stage and be made fun of just to fucking keep their payments up. And then walk around like they still got it. That's signing the deal with the devil, you know? That's what that is, guys. In my opinion. In my opinion. Because that's something I've always coveted. I always wanted to play in a great rock band or something. And then in hindsight, you know, what are you willing to do, right? How far are you willing to go? What's up? Cheers, Socks. Yeah, how far are you willing to go for that clout, right? The fucking... Because if you also look at it now, man, you look at shit now, and a lot of the people that have clout or any kind of fucking game on the internet, they're not doing something very meaningful. It's usually some kind of dumb catchphrase, and you're literally laughing at the person and they're laughing at themselves, but they don't know people are laughing at them, you know? Jack Doherty. The island boy. I'm an island boy. I kiss my brother for kraut. That game money good, y'all. That game money good, y'all. Like, that's what this shit's about, man. It's crazy, dude. Crazy. So, yeah. Who knows? So the Youngblood, he's obviously going to have to portray the bisexuality thing. Like, he's got the Bowie. Oh, yeah, I forgot Bowie when I was talking about the mixed archetype within that man. I forgot to mention Bowie, which is a gimme. I mean, but I did mention Iggy Pop, so, which is, you know, a precursor to Bowie, if you're going to, like, get technical. If you want to get technical with the rock and roll alchemy. Yeah. The rock and roll alchemy. Because that's what it is, man. The perfect rock and roll song is literally alchemy. It's magic. It's magic. It is. It's the right chemistry of people, ideas, pain, pleasure, all transmuted and cooked into a projection that can influence, you know? It's a trip. Oh, does he? Oh, that's cool, dude. Yeah, he shouted me out the other day, which was kind of cool. Dude, I don't know. Like I said, I think the guy's fucking getting a real short end of the stick. I really do. I think he's getting fucked over. And like the last video that this Adam Calhoun guy made about Ryan, this liberal Ryan Upchurch, and he doxed my ad. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? What the fuck are you going off about now? Shut the fuck up. Just fucking put your music out and tour. Shut up. Fucking idiot, man. And it's sad to see these people. Oh, Adam, you know, because he plays the costume well. He really does. He plays the costume well. So he's gonna fool a lot of people. And when you get fooled, what's the first thing you say? You don't want to be fooled. You get mad at it. So when you get fucking fooled, it's not like you're gonna admit it and go, oh yeah, maybe most people that get fooled by this guy are gonna double down and go, oh no, he's okay. You know what I mean? That's how it works, dude. That's how gaslighting works, man. And that's why I see this shit with Ryan, what's going on with him, dude. Because I might get criticism for being somebody in Canada, in a commie country, talking about his shit. But really, I can totally see that Ryan is literally learning about the New World Order. Yet, he's still, you know, and he's got his basic old American values, right? Which are good things, but a lot of it is based on a lie. And that's the thing. So this guy is literally, like, he's going through what I went through when, you know, when you find out about this stuff, dude, you know, you're asking questions. He's like, is that even real? When he asked about the Kylie Rodney thing. And people, instead of supporting his freedom to wonder and to ask things, people are ostracizing him. Oh, well, that poor family, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know something? There's a lot of fucking liars in the media. And there's a lot of people that have vested interests that you don't necessarily know about. You know, information is key, right? So if you don't know, you're not going to be mad at it. If you just take for granted what people tell you and you think, you know, you're gonna act that way. So a lot of Ryan's fan base is acting the way they naturally should act, and these Adam Calhouns and these fucking, they're playing on that. They know that. This shit is psychological warfare, 100%. Like 100%. Ryan fluked out, all of a sudden had this fucking cult following, a big following that trusts him and you know, like believes in Ryan. To me, I see a guy with a pretty good heart just going, holy fuck, and he got thrust into a very, very, very complicated situation, you know. And then, you know, he's got a catalog worth millions of dollars. He should learn about trust funds and banking, because he could insure that that catalog and then borrow against it and then form businesses and make business. Like, dude, this guy is if he learns the proper maritime law and banking stuff, this guy is going to be a real fucking danger, because that's exactly what the companies don't want. They don't want a self-aware person taking their money and using. So he's got to learn the Rockefeller waterfall method too, about how to move his money. And especially because this whole Kylie Roddy thing is they're trying to steal his money through lawyers. So the lawyers he's hiring are literally against him, whether they know it or not. If they're working for the bar, they're against him. Like, he's going up against an enemy that is bigger than he even knows, you know? And that's what I see. And Adam and all these guys are like, they're like the little foot soldiers. But seriously, even like, this is a lot bigger than these little assholes. And they've been promised positions or whatever it is to do what they're doing. There's whole channels based on just fucking over Ryan Upchurch. What would motivate you? Well, maybe Ryan's, you know, dude, the guy's going to be stressed out, and he's probably said some things to people in his situation, which, yeah, I get it. But these guys are taking shit totally personally and screwing him over. Like, I can totally see how this shit happened, dude. Yeah, and Ryan just was having fun with it, but then, you know, he found out that, holy fuck, you know, these guys that were really close to him, instead of helping him build up this amazing brand and fighting with him, they flipped. You know, they would rather, you know, they would rather flip than fight, you know, whatever he says in that fucking in Public Enemy there. You know, they'd rather join up with the enemy than fight the enemy. And that's what they did. That's what everybody around him did. And a lot of people, and, you know, in most cases, it's like, it's, okay, yeah, it's usually, you know, if 20 people say something and it's, you know, it's, but in this case, there is a concerted effort against him. I mean, he literally has proved it. And that's what these Instagram posts and all this shit is the guy's finding this shit out in real time. So literally, as he's finding it out, then he'll go off and go, holy fuck, and make a video about it. Like, dude, I did the same shit myself. So I can totally see what he's doing there. I literally did the same shit he was doing. What's up, Shadow Files? How's it going, buddy? Love ya. Are you getting my notifications there, son? Are you getting my notifications? Oh yeah, I forgot. I was going to get I was going to do the whole Youngblood thing in my British accent, you know. Forgot about that. Just fucking around. But yeah, dude, it's, I don't know, man. It's weird because the military industrial complex is definitely 100% involved in the music industry. Look at this Laurel Canyon stuff. I really should fucking read the book to you guys. I really just should put it up and read it. I'd started it, but, you know, I was going through shit. Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah, my notifications aren't going out very much. Usually I would have a lot more people in right now, but that's cool. So I basically have you three and then my stalkers. Yeah, dude, because it got fucking weird, man. After the divorce, it got weird, you know. But it is what it is. Fuck. So let's see what else I got here. At least I got the fucking... I got some music. I've got some music. So I got a day or two off, which is kind of cool. I just been... You love Courtney Love. No. Oh God, I hate that woman. That woman is, yeah, dude. I you know, I shouldn't even say anything bad about her publicly. Just a sec here, guys. There we go. We're back. So this is a little bit of a disco house kind of thing. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy it. Find out what happened to El Duce. She's oh yeah, with that, yeah. You know, okay, you know who's a really good channel to watch, guys? There's a guy named Sobering Stories. A guy named Sobering Stories. Check his stories out, man. He's DJ Petrovsky. I love that guy's content. He is really good, man. He does, yeah, I wish I could do content like that. He's really good, dude. Really good. Let's see, who else have I been watching lately? Well, I don't. There's Mountain Girl. She's got some pretty cool takes on the whole Ryan Upchurch thing. I've been checking out, you know, some of that. But like I dropped a couple videos. Those take a bit to edit. These, like the videos that I last made, the last 2 or 3. Yeah, it's my techno music. I made it. I made all the music on here on this little podcast tonight. Just on my little Microsoft fucking thing. Yeah. Yeah, Mountain Girl's pretty, dude, she's smart, man. Very, very smart. Very intelligent. But yeah, editing the little videos there, because I've been doing it on my phone and just doing like different things. So, but let's see what else. I was thinking about going to Victoria. Like, I'd like to, so I don't know about this. How does this sound? If I incorporate the homeless stuff with the architecture. Because, okay, I'm trying to streamline my channel, right? But I've gotten into this music stuff. And and for personal reasons, I'm not doing the Skid Row stuff, and I'd like to do buildings more. So I don't know what to do. Like even now my like my chat it's okay, and the replay will probably get quite a few views. I don't know, maybe it's been getting more views lately than when I was crashing out. So I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, I still probably I might even just finish this channel and start a TikTok. I've been thinking about that. Yeah, I kind of do there, Creek. It was Alan Wrench. Oh, did somebody? Oh no. Okay, yeah. My ex is on here, so she might be like, she has access to all my shit, dude. Like, still all my fucking emails, everything. So when I go live, you can bet, hey, dude, Scotty's live, and you know. So yeah, I built it myself. Like, I build the songs on this one. You kind of got to build the songs with their loops. I think it was a group, and you know, I think he might even still be alive. He's the guy in Weezer. Because that could be part of your contract too, is you give up your character, your likeness or whatever, and to you know, because when a rock star or a polarizing figure dies, you get a pour out of emotions from the populations, right? And whether he's actually dead or not, you get this pour out of emotions. And if they die on certain dates and certain veils of the, you know, the openings of portals and that shit's gonna... Yeah, well, they did the Buddy, you know, in that song that Nirvana did where they changed costumes. He looked like the Weezer guy. And that would have been like the hint, you know? Because the Fittest Flat Earther did he did a deep dive on it, and he found the freckles. This guy finds the freckles, dude. So, whether they're wearing complete fucking AI skin masks or what, but, you know, they do that now. Yeah, Queen Witch, eh? Yeah. Dude, and that's the other thing about with Ryan, right? And his fan base. A lot of them probably like Trump. They're all about Trump. Where Trump is just as evil as these other guys. So, when you find that out, you're gonna deny it. You know what I mean? It's gonna fuck your cognitive dissonance. And that's how the Hegelian dialectic works, right? You blame all this bullshit on the other fucking side when it's really both sides. And then finding it out, it's such a fucking culture shock mindfuck. You know, you get pigeonholed into not wanting to believe the truth because you've invested so much of your ego into the lie, right? Yeah, dude, this Epstein stuff, you know, so now they're saying he might have, he's not releasing it because now he has the leverage over the people, and that's why he's not releasing it, which very well could be. But dude, you know, Trump is he likes his, you know, I don't know. I just think they're all part of it, right? I don't think there is going to be a savior. No one's saving us. It's up to us individually to learn and all that kind of stuff. And that's, you know, that's not easy to do. It's not easy. Learning how to live properly and you know, be a God-fearing person, it's not easy, especially after you've been, you know, in Babylon all your life. When you were born and raised in Babylon, that's what seems normal to you. And they're making Babylon, you know, more and more crazy. Really. I mean, dude, Vancouver is complete Babylon. The Carnegie has a rainbow flag, but it doesn't even have a Canadian flag. There's a rainbow flag, but there is no Canadian flag. Like, it's complete Babylon, dude. Sodom and Gomorrah. Why do you think they called it that? Right? Why do you think they called it Sodom and Gomorrah? Sodomy and gonorrhea. Like, dude, it's, we're in some fucking crazy times, man. We really are. And this, like, don't even get me started on the, you know, the thing. Like I said, the Lee Harvey Oswald incident, that's meant for us to fight each other even worse. Yeah, pretty much, I think, eh? Gotta fuck. Fuck, I gotta give Dwayne a call. I was over there the other day. He wants me to call him. I might go to Victoria, man. I'd like to divide and conquer, exactly. Yeah, it's let's see here. It's this. Let me see where. Did I bring it in? No, I didn't. Let's see. There we go. There, this is it right here. The Hegelian dialectic. Oh yeah, right on. So you have your agenda, your thesis, your antithesis, and your synthesis. Synthesis. Right? And that creates the agenda. Yeah, boy. Oops. Let's see, what do I got? I don't got a lot here. Okay, I will do this one.
That's all, folks.
The country music fan is the salt of the earth. The country music fan is America, right? Country music sells more than hip-hop and rock and roll combined, I think. But it sells a shit ton. That's why they're trying to infuse the hip-hop rapper archetype. The country music. It makes perfect sense. From an infiltration point of view, if you were using music as a weapon of war to take out a country, country music is the last line of defense. Yeah, you know, all the rock and rollers fell. They all sold out, you know. The country music is the last line of defense. And this Ryan Upchurch kid, he is like the last beacon of hope for freedom of fucking speech, dude. This guy is being sued for millions of dollars for shit I say every fucking day.
That's crazy.
Let that sink in. This guy's getting sued.
That's absolutely crazy.
For shit I say every fucking day.
Notice that. I thought that was
crazy. This man has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. People are ruining his career. There is a concerted effort
I agree.
to screw him over. His personal life has gone to shit.
Britney Spears.
Big Toyota, hashtag Yoda in the mud, hashtag forward drive, hashtag rebel flag, hashtag Confederate flag.
His fan base is the salt of the earth. They're not gonna, and this is no shade to the simple country folk. This kind of warfare,
Yeah, Tavistock, dude.
that's being perpetrated
Wellington House.
through this country rap music genre,
That's B-Loose. This guy tried.
is high level shit.
So the guy on the side, the fat bald guy, tried to get Ryan to sign a power of attorney right before he left. Let that sink in. Tried to get him to sign a power of attorney. That would be giving him the power over all of Ryan's assets. Okay? The guy's music was... It was estimated to be worth $150 million, his catalog. Okay? He could borrow against that.
Your enemy looks and sounds like you want him to be.
It was audited.
You understand?
And he owns all his masters.
These motherfuckers have studied what you like. So they build an enemy or create an enemy that gives you everything you want to hear. Okay? They create situations to drum up emotion And some little punk from Cheatham County didn't want to play baseball with him. He just wanted to go play in his corner.
Hashtag Yoda in the mud. Hashtag forward drive.
Like, can you see it from... I don't know. People are going to call me fucking crazy here. People are going to call me crazy. I don't... The Beatles came off the airplane.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of all the girls screaming at them and they're coming down the airplane. That was all orchestrated by the record company. They hired the girls to yell and scream for them. Then they put it on the TV and told millions of people that's what happened. So then millions of people copied what happened. Hence, Beatlemania. That's how it works. So when you can't control an asset, you got to try and take it out or take it down or discredit it. It's pretty simple, yet it's oh so complicated. Yep. It's very simple, yet oh so very complicated. Okay.
Check this.
So to end this video, I'm going to play you a recording of a translation of a speech from somebody. I'm not going to say who it is. You can probably guess.
There is one God. This God creates nations. He gives all nations the same rights. The idea that there are two kinds of people, those with rights and those without, this capitalist hypocritical idea will be destroyed. God did not intend for a few small races to rule over 2/3 of the entire world, while their own people lack resources and other nations starve.
That's all, folks.
This video was made for entertainment purposes only.
Yep. So did you catch the little speech in the end? This is the end. Huh? I should not, bring attention to it, but when you translate those speeches into English, they're very, very relevant to what's going on today. Yeah. Hate to say it, but I said it, and I'm not going to say what speeches or what, but I'm just going to say, man, when you hear those speeches translated into English, it would blow your fucking mind. It would blow your fucking mind. That's why history is his story. That's why history is his story. History is a set of lies agreed upon. Napoleon Bonaparte. History is a set of lies agreed upon. Napoleon Bonaparte. Even it's the two types of people. That's where I don't want to get too deep into this, but the racism is meant to cause divide. But there is a genuine divide. There is a difference. But it's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's not what they tell us. It's not what, So it keeps you searching, right? It keeps you wondering. And that makes it easy for people to come in and, spit a little game. They might sound real good with what they're saying or whatever, and things do make sense. A lot of part of the way to deceive people is you get 90% of the truth and 10% of it is bullshit, and that discredits all of it, right? You get 90% truth and 10% bullshit. And that discredits everything. I like them all. Shadow. I like them all, but they're all part of it, whether they know it or not. Some more than others. But yeah. That's, that's where the duality lies in, right? I mean, Frank Zappa's father worked at Edgewood Arsenal military base. He was a chemical weapons expert. Frank Zappa's father worked at a secret military base in Laurel Canyon and was a chemical weapons expert. Yeah, the Beatles, there's a big story about them. They basically were tapped. They went to Germany to learn their chops. Then they were introduced to Epstein or Brian, whatever his fucking name was. Not Epstein. Yeah, Brian Epstein. I'm thinking Epstein. Brian Epstein. And George Martin was... And these guys kind of knew what was going on. I mean, EMI was part of Tavistock. Yeah, it is. Yeah, when you listen to it now, you actually listen to it, it kind of, yeah, it has a lot of isms in it, doesn't it? But yeah, so the Beatles were tapped and picked, and they did the little ritual. So Paul McCartney was on 9/11. It was 9/11. The date is when he died. The original Paul McCartney in 1966, and he was replaced by Billy Shears. And Billy Shears. So the reason why would somebody want to? Well, he was a musician. The Beatles didn't play their music. It was all written for them. And but he was one of the musicians that wrote some of the songs, and so he took creative control of the Beatles, and that's where Sgt. Pepper came from. So he had all the creative control. A lot of it was he played on most of the album, and then the other Beatles contributed what they could, but they had, Bernard Purdie, Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, all these people playing on the album. And yeah, that's why they stopped touring, because Paul died. It all made sense. It all makes sense. You know, he was a foot. Billy Shears was a foot taller than Paul. Oh, Zeppelin was one of my go-to bands, dude. Yeah, Jimmy Page was full into Aleister Crowley. He had a 15-year-old girlfriend that he traveled around with, who was extremely proficient with whips and chains. A 15-year-old dominatrix. He bought Balkan House in Scotland, which burned down after Crowley was doing, oh God, what was it? I don't even remember. When Crowley was doing some crazy ritual that takes months. It's like a 6-month ritual he was doing. The house ended up burning down, or with a big fire. Yeah, Jimmy Page bought it. He promised Kenneth Anger he would do the soundtrack to the Lucifer Rising movie, and he owed Kenneth Anger money for dope or something, and Kenneth Anger put a fucking spell on him. Robert Plant's son died. Oh yeah. Oh, Kiss, they're another fucking Zionist creation. That Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, what a piece of work those guys are, man. Wow. But they had a couple good tunes, and I saw Kiss when I was 9 years old. I saw the original Kiss. It was the Dynasty tour when Kiss went disco. I saw that. I saw Kiss go disco. I saw Kiss do disco. Yes, they are. Even if you look into the story of the band, if you look at Robbie Robertson's roots and how he dealt with the business end and the royalties and writing credits, yeah, makes sense. Levon Helm hated him at his death. Good night, buddy. Good night. Thanks, Socks. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Subscribe, please. I'm my subscriber. But like I said, I might go on to TikTok. I haven't decided yet. I need help still. There's a whole fucking shit thing with my channel, so. But yeah, I think that's about it for me too. Unless anybody has any other good comics. Holler boys. Dude, even that, like, even his name, Upchurch, is a cool name. Like, this kid had enough talent, and all the ideas. I mean, it just, what a phenomenon. He really is. And I'm just saying that because it's true. Like, holy fuck, dude. So, shout out Upchurch, man. I think I'm pretty much a fan. I've been bumping his music a lot more lately too, to tell you the truth. I really have. And some of it I don't like at all. Some of the rap I don't like. I'm older or whatever. But dude, the smooth, funky shit he's got some really good, funky, smooth ass fucking shit. And he's got cadence drops that are just, dude, he flips up and down and backwards, sideways. You don't know where he's coming from. He's fucking pretty good, man. Like I said, he can match to Eminem any day. He really could. So, yeah, but B-Links that's my ex's name, dude, so I can't do that. And dude, they had a big thing over that too. Like, her daughter had this big, don't go with B-Links. Like, she literally made me change the name on all these social medias. Like, fuck. So I don't even go with B-Links anymore. That is dead. Very dead. It's been dead for years. Yeah, unfortunately. Or fortunate. It's probably more fortunate than unfortunate, to tell you the truth. But it did sound like kind of a cool name, and I did want to like incorporate it into the thing, but yeah, well, fuck, exactly. I figured you'd know that by now, so I don't know why you brought that up. Fuck. Right. Okay, now I'm done. You're done! Dude, have you ever seen that ice cream man? I think I showed you this guy. This guy?
I'm taking it off, guys. I'm taking it off.
Have you seen him?
I'm taking it off. Toilet seat thing is $4.99. I'm taking it off, guys. We're done. We're all done, guys. We're all done. I'm taking off the toilet seat right now. I'm taking off the toilet seat right now.
Thanks, guys.